what are your name and pronouns?
I am Void, and my pronouns are they, them.
And how do you identify?
I am non-binary.
Hey, same here. Let's go. Can you tell me a bit about your VTuber model or persona?
I am a, okay, how do I explain? I can't use the word sacrifice because that sounds weird, but I am from a galaxy where a bunch of planets fought a giant eldritch being known as the Void in all capitals. And they lost. Of course they did. So the Galactic Coalition came together and it's like, alright, we're just gonna start sacrificing things to this entity in outer space. And eventually they started sending their sick, their elderly, and children. Well, little Ezzy here was one of those children, but by that point, the being had been killed. So Ezzy took all of the eldritch energy and became an eldritch entity of their own.
I love that. So I got some
now
eldritch
they're
lore
just
then.
out in the universe trying to get friends.
That's super cool. I love that. It's giving me Steven Universe vibes, actually. A little bit of Steven Universe vibes. I really like it though. It's really cool.
Gosh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's giving Steven Universe. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the way that your model looks. I don't know what it is, but something about it. It's just like Steven Universe.
I can see it. It's the lack of a nose.
Maybe I didn't even realize. I don't know. Maybe I think it's like the stature, the hairstyle, like everything all together just kind of gives me like Pearl from Steven Universe type vibe. You know?
Oh, I love that.
And I love Pearl. They're great.
Pearl, best girl. Problematic, but best girl.
True.
Depends on the Pearl, though.
Oh yeah. Pearl, Steven Universe, the person that hangs around Steven quite often.
Okay. Pink Diamond's Pearl, not one of the other pearls.
No, not the other pearls. I forget there's multiple pearls. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's
it's
Pink
been
Pearl,
so long.
which is volleyball, Yellow Pearl, Blue Pearl. I think there's a pearl on... there was another pearl somewhere else, and... Oh, no, there was no white pearl. Sorry, distracted.
You're fine. All right, so, how did you ensure that your model represented you?
Okay, without going into the trauma, I went specifically with an alien because that's what a bunch of people called me when I was a kid, because I was weird and had undiagnosed autism. Ooh.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this, I'm just gonna make it myself. So I am just an eldritch alien monster. This isn't even my final form. I have a second form.
That's wonderful. I love that.
You got
multiple layers. Sure. Oh my god,
current
I love
iteration
it.
of my eldritch form.
That's so cool. I love eldritch horror VTubers. They're so cool. One of my favorites.
A horror VTuber, technically.
Yeah, but like the eldritch VTubers in general, like, are just really cool. Because like, do you know what's their face? Emma Llama.
No, I do not. I know Eldritch Grandpa though.
Emma Llama is Eldritch Grandpa. I do know them, but Emma Llama is like a crypt. I guess they're actually the cryptid VTuber, but like cryptid and Eldritch horror VTubers. Like, it's so cool.
I'm gonna look them up later.
Yes, Emma Llama. They have like purple and blue streaks in their hair, but their hair is black.
Oh, I found them.
Oh, okay,
they're
wonderful.
Australian.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Emma. They got a really cool design going on. So I think that's when I fell in love with like cryptid and eldritch designs. They're super cool.
Everyone's like sponsored by like Rogue Energy or Gamer Subs, and I'm just sitting here like I can't do any of that shit.
Hey, we get there eventually, don't we? I'm still not sponsored.
As in I can't drink it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that can't process sugar alternatives. So anytime I see one, I'll go, okay, what does it have in it? I'm like, oh, it doesn't have sugar in it. It's got one of the alternatives. Well, I can't drink this.
Oh no.
I did have a coffee brand for a short while though.
Yeah, I don't normally drink sugary stuff like that. Like I drink like coffee, like frappuccinos, but that's about it.
Oh yeah.
'Cause like
I miss having my coffee though.
I don't like flavored drinks very much. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird.
That's fine. To each their own.
Yes. Okay, so what drew you to VTubing, and do you find it rewarding?
So I actually didn't know VTubing existed until, like, I think, like, right before the plague happened.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Because I was in college, and I was like, oh, well, I want to get back into streaming, because for a short while I did faceless mixer streaming. Yes, I was one of those.
Oh, a lot of us started at that some point, right? We're like, a face cam? Yeah, I'll start with face cam. And not really right for me.
No, I never even showed my face a single time. But
Oh.
I was like, oh, well, I want to stream again. I could do Twitch. My friend streams on Twitch. But I don't want to do... I don't want to be a face cam streamer, so I'd have to go faceless. And then my friend goes, hey, this is this person called Ishi Tanuki. They're called a VTuber. I'm like, my time has come. And so I became a small alien, a Smalian.
I love that. I think we're all just like, we get dumbfounded. We're like, VTubing? What is this strange thing called VTubing? You mean I can be anything?
Yeah, I could be anything, so I became an alien.
That's wonderful.
An alien inspired by insects and specifically azalea flowers.
Oh, azalea flowers. Are they your favorite flowers, or?
No, I was like, well, I don't want to... I want to be this, or a reptile. It was alien or reptile, specifically. Because I'm just like... Well, I have 2 bearded dragons, a rat snake, a hognose snake. There's multiple other reptiles in the house. So reptiles has just been my entire life. I was like, well, I don't really want to be a reptile. How would I do that? So I was like, no. Alien.
You can mix things. You can mix things. That's the beauty of VTubing, right? People be mixing the weirdest things together and being like, yes, this is my species.
I mean, I still have the reptile aspect because I have my special needs bearded dragon as, like, the mascot.
Mm-hmm. And I would say, like, the markings on your face seem a little bit reptilian. I really like that.
Ah, thank you. I've gone through a few iterations. This is actually the first iteration without ears.
Oh, really? Any particular reason why you removed them?
Because people kept asking if I was an elf.
Oh, no.
They were more goblin... You know, they were like the goblin-esque ears, like the pointy ears. But everyone was like, oh, you're a purple elf. I'm like, I'm not a fucking elf.
Oh, no. I've been called a raccoon many times, so I get, like, the people misunderstanding what you actually are because it gives a close similarity. It's like, I know it looks like this feature, but I promise it's not that feature, it's another feature. Because, like...
Yeah, no, I am an alien. I did have a slightly... Thank you, contractors. I did have a slightly, elf-like appearance in my first PNG. It was like a white-skinned alien with a little... Or white-skinned elf with a little alien on a t-shirt kind of deal. With no legs. Didn't even move. It just, like, opened
so it's
mouth.
Like very reptile. Very reptilian.
Yeah, I've slowly been becoming more insect reptile-like, and I'm fucking
As you should be.
it.
As you should be. Do what makes you happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then can you share some of the highs and lows of your journey as a VTuber? Specifically being transgender or gender nonconforming in the VTubing space?
I found that a lot of people come to me as a safe space. I mean, literally when people follow me, it's, you're my friend now, we're having pizza!
I love that.
Oh yeah, I do, I used to be an amateur voice actor, so I could just go from, like, this octave to talking just like a woman, to talking like a lolly for some reason, to, like, dropping my voice several octaves.
I love that. That's perfect for VTubing, though. It's perfect for VTubing.
It is. It really is. But yeah, most of my highs involve, like, being a safe space, people just throwing gifts at me because, in their words, you're such a good friend and you're such a good person. You deserve this. And then I cry because I'm not used to this.
Now you saw the love.
I went through a lot of shit before I turned, like, 19 because of my peers. I'm not used to people being nice to me. I'm better at it, though, now.
It's awesome when you get to find a community that really appreciates you for who you are, and a good friend group that comforts you and reminds you that you're awesome, you know?
Yeah.
So would you say there's any lows to your journey at all?
Oh, God. Mostly it's been bullying, because due to the... But it doesn't have to do with my identity. It more has to do with my autism.
Okay, so it's not related to your identity, rather you're okay. And
Yeah,
so
because-
you haven't really gotten any harassment for being non-binary at all?
No, I think it's because I started in the LGBT VTuber space.
Okay, that would make sense.
I never really got. Yeah, the worst I've had is people trolling me, or people going, well, if you don't remember to blow out your computer, then how are you gonna remember to feed your reptiles? I'm like, because I have a set schedule.
I'm jealous of your reptiles. I'm not gonna lie. I want reptiles. I want to get a ball python.
It's not that hard. Once you get set up, it isn't that hard. And I can give you resources if you want.
Oh, that would be amazing, actually.
But like, you've just activated my like neurodivergent trap card. I will not shut up about reptiles from now on.
I love that. I really want a ball python, but I gotta convince my partner to let me.
No, that's not a good beginner reptile. You know
corn
that
snake?
meme of Roses? Oh, the pH of the soil is off and I will die.
Yeah, the ball python.
Oh, my food is 1 degree off of how I like it. I'm not going to starve myself until I die.
What?
They are drama queens.
My God. So would you say like a corn snake is better?
Yes.
Okay.
A corn snake.
Maybe I should go for a corn snake instead, because they still grow pretty large. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe I'm just weird, because my friend had a ball python, and I was like, first time holding a snake, I was like, oh my God, I love them.
So pure and squiggly. Yeah, for a first time snake, I would say a corn snake.
Okay.
But you have to go through a breeder. Do not go through PetSmart. Do not go through Petco. Do not pass go and collect $200. You will be throttled.
Wonderful. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, do not buy from them. It's like going to a puppy mill, basically.
Ooh, okay. I don't like those, so that checks out. Thank you for the advice. I did not know that part.
I can send you some websites if you want. Morph Market's very good for.
Oh yeah, please go right ahead.
You can spend lots of time seeing customer reviews and stuff.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Also, sorry, I I get so distracted. I'm sorry. I'm like, ooh, reptile lover. Gotta ask.
Yeah, but totally. If you just DM me at some point and just go, hey, send me all that information, I'll go,
Wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, right. Back to the highs. Because as I said, most of my lows are just me not understanding social cues. One of my highs is I do charity twice a year. Thankmas in the winter and St. Jude in the spring. And my community goes feral. One time I was in the middle of, I think, Final Fantasy XIV. I was in Heaven's Ward, I think. And someone just walked in and dropped $300 and went, peace! I'm like,
what? Oh, so you have a lot of experience with charities then. That's really cool.
Yes. I've done St. Jude. I'm actually doing St. Jude right now. I'm part of Charity Braves, which does Square Enix games, Destiny games. I forget what they've added this year. But it's all like mostly Square Enix games. So I just play Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have you heard of Gamers Outreach?
I don't know. I know there's a couple that
my goodness, let me tell you about Gamers Outreach.
Does.
Gamers Outreach is amazing. So they bring gaming to children in hospitals through something called what they call a go-kart, which is basically they put like a gaming console and some controllers and some games together on this wheeling cart that goes around, and they bring them to different hospitals so that way kids can get a chance to game while they're in the hospital. So let me send the website to you.
If they're on Tiltify, I'm going to add them to my rotation.
They do VTuber Summer Slam in the summertime, so when that happens, I can actually let you know, and I can have them reach out to you if you're interested.
I'm totally for it, because my thing with charity is I had a bit of a shit childhood, not family-wise, but peer-wise. As I say, I either would have become a supervillain or a VTuber, and thank God I became a VTuber. But I want kids to have what I didn't have: support, doctors who listen to them. That kind of thing. The ability to do whatever they want. They want to go out in the woods and collect bones? Sure. I mean, I did that as a kid, but...
Hey, fair enough.
It was the early 2000s, and I lived right next to the woods. I just walked out there with my dog and came back with a pile of bones.
Damn, okay. So yeah, I'll keep updating what's going on with that, but I do have some info on that, so I'll have to let you know later on.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll send you reptile shit.
Wonderful. So 2 more questions left. Has VTubing helped you discover more about yourself, would you say?
Not not in the sense of identity, but in the sense of community, I would say. Learning how friends act around each other. Because, as I keep going back to the whole school thing, I didn't have many friends growing up.
Mm-hmm. So has it helped you, like, discover a little more social cues and stuff like that, and be a little more aware?
Yeah, socially and community-wise. Like, I can now just have a normal conversation with someone, and I don't have to, like, mask my autism. I can, if I'm staring at their friggin' forehead, that's fine. And I've made some lifelong friends. Like, some of them came from VTubing, but some of them came from before, like the Flesh friend that got me into VTubing to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you've had, like, mostly good experiences in VTubing. Like, that's really refreshing to hear.
Yeah, most of the experiences I've had with the bad side of VTubing, it's me, like, on the edge of it, like, oh, that person is getting canceled? Let me look at it. Oh. Well, shit, let me just go unfollow them.
Yep. Pretty much. Okay, so what would you say to somebody who was looking at VTubing as an option to being their truest self in content creation?
Do it. Just the evil Kermit Mead. Do it.
Do it.
Like, what's stopping you? The government?
Well, the government's not stopping us, thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, even if you only stream 1 day a week, you will build those, like, community members that'll be there every time, clipping the dumb shit you say. I've got a lot of those, because I have one person that dedicates themselves to clipping my weirdest moments. Like, if you played FF14, if you played through Endwalker, there's a scene where a character is shirtless, and I literally yelled, "Why do you have no nipples?" Like, why do they not have nipples? Square Enix, let's hope you please give us Stynian nipples in 7.0.
And so, is there anything else that you wanted to add onto the your part of the video? Anything you want people to know about what it's like being transgender or gender nonconforming in the VTubing space?
Well, as I said, most of my experiences have been positive. Like, I think actually there's only been one to two times where my gender's been called into question. Now that I think about it, one was during a collab.
Okay. Was it a collab, like, member that did that?
It was someone that, they were like, hey, I want to play, what was it? Deep Rock. You know, the mining game? The dwarf mining game? And we were going through it, and then I started hearing them talking about, like, female and, like, she, and I'm like, I don't have this, thing. And then they started going, oh yeah, Void, she. I'm like, my pronouns are they, them. And then I kicked them out of the community, kicked them out of collab, and played with other people. And one of my friends literally came and was like, are you okay? That was really fucked up. I'm like, I'm used to it. I mean, I was assigned female at birth, so I'm used to just being called a woman in public.
Same.
Because in the words of Monty Python, huge Traxaland. I am very woman-shaped. But
you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Because, like, I think one thing you learn through, like, discovering your identity is that no matter how you look, like, or what you sound like, at the end of the day, we all have our own ways of expressing ourselves beyond just what the world sees us as, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. The other few times, mostly my voice. People think, oh, you're a woman. I'm like, no, I just have a very high vocal register. I could drop my voice a couple octaves and scare the shit out of you if you want me to. And then they leave. And then one piece of fan art I got, but this was it was a miscommunication. They gave Ezzy boobs. I'm like, no, Ezzy is he, they. Like, they are masculine based. Because I feel more comfortable just not having boobs associated with me. Except for Carmilla, but Carmilla is just a, the Carmilla thing is just an incentive for the other, for like the community. They just sometimes want to see big titty mommy imp.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah.